present you the second part of beautiful composition für Elise by Ludwig van Beethoven. I've already recorded the first video and I'm happy to hear that you enjoyed it, so today I will show you the second part of this composition. First I will play it with both hands and then I will show you very slowly the right hand and the left hand separately. So that's how it goes with both hands. This is the continuation of the second and the third page of the composition für Elise, but it's still not the end. So let me present you very slowly just this part for today. The right hand starts with the chords. You play the chord like that, which is E and E with your first finger and C with the fifth. Then F with your second finger and C with the fifth finger, and the chord like that. So the first on E, the second on G, and the fifth on C. And these notes are played not too fast. And then you have two notes played very fast because you need to play something like that. So there is the first finger on F, the second on E, and the fourth on C. Next, the fourth on F, third on E, and second on E, and first on D. Then the fourth on B flat, the third on A, second on A, the first on G, the third on F. You need to make like a bit of movement here, but if you practice it should be easy for you. Second on E, the first on D, the third on C, and the second on B flat, and the first on A. So this is quite easy because you play the notes just one after the other. You started here, so let me start with the right hand once again so that you could remember it easy. Now the chords like that. Now you have four notes like that, which is the third on A, the second on G, the first on A, and second on B flat, and the third on C. And also, to make it even more difficult, you need to put the fourth finger on B flat, which is before the note A. So you play it like that. So the note on B flat is very short. And then you keep the note C. Next, second on a D, third on a D sharp, and fourth on a E. Then the third on a E, the fifth on F, the first on A, and second on a C. Then the third on D, the first on B, and second on a C. So once again I will play the right hand very slowly. And starting from this measure, the right hand is played very fast. So let me show you very briefly. It will be something like that, but let me show it slower. First, the second on a C, and the fifth finger plays always the same note, which is G. So you play the second on C, the fifth on a G, then the first on a G, fifth on a G, first on A, again the fifth on G. So every second note is G played with the fifth finger. So this is second on C, fifth on a G, first on a G, and fifth on G, second, the first on A, the fifth on a G, second on a B, again the fifth on G, the first on a C, fifth on G, the second on D, and the fifth on G again. So this measure is like that. And the next one is the first on E, the second on a G, the fifth on a C, and then the notes that are close to each other, which are like in the C major scale. So you play C with your fifth finger, the fourth on B, the third on A, second on G, the first on F, and the third on E, the second on a D, and the fifth on G, fourth on F, and the first on D. And it will be repeated. So the last measure was like that. And now you repeat the measure that was before. So you already know this. So that was the part, two measures repeated twice. And now we are almost done with the new material for today, because there are only two measures, and there will be the part that you know from the first video. So now you need to put the third on E, the fourth on F, the third on E, the second on D sharp, third on E, the first on E, on B, fourth on E, third on D sharp, fourth on E, the first on B, third on E, second on D sharp, and third on E, then the first on B, and this figure will be repeated a few times. So maybe it will be easier if I just show it to you without moving, without talking too much. So The last measure was like that. And these two notes are played a few times, once with your left hand and once with your right hand. So you play it like that, and the left hand comes with two notes, D sharp and E, then again the right hand D sharp and E, left hand D sharp and E, and then the right hand starts just like at the beginning of your first video. So this melody that you know starts in here. So now I will play very slowly the right hand from the beginning. Now it will be the faster part. And once again. And here is ritenuto, which means that you can play it slower. And then you play just as at the beginning of the first video. So the main theme starts in here. So it will be easy. Now only let me present you the left hand that is for the part of today. So with this chord of the right hand, you have the chords in your left hand, which are B flat and C with the second and first finger, then A and C with the third and the first finger, and G with the fourth finger, B flat with the second, and the thumb on C. So you have the chords like that. And then you play the notes starting on F with the fifth finger, then third on A, the first on C, the third on A, the first on C, and third on A. So these are three notes that are played in this way. Then you have the fifth on F, second on B flat, the first on D, second again, the first on D and second on B flat again. So the second measure was like that. And the next one is the fifth on F, the first on E, and the chord, which can be a bit difficult, but you need to play the chord like that. The fifth on F, the fourth on G, and the second on B flat. Then the first on E, again the chord, and the first on E, and the measure that you know already, which is repeated twice. Then this measure is changed because you need to put the fifth on E, second on E, on A, I'm sorry. So the fifth on E, second on A, and the first on C, second on A, and the chord on D. So the octave like this, and the fourth on F. So the last measure was like that. And then the third on G, the first on E, the fourth on G, the first on E, the fifth on G, and the first on F, and the chord like that. So the fourth on C and the second on E. So maybe very slowly from the beginning. And again the measure, which is repeated twice. There are a few chords in your left hand. So you play like that, the first on G, the second on F, then the first on G and the third on E, and the first on G, second on F, and fourth on D. And the chord like this, which is fifth on C, the third on E, and first on G. So these chords were like that. And next, the third on A, the fifth on F. Then you move up a little bit and you play the fourth on G and the second on B. And the first on C. So starting from the chords, it was like that. And you repeat these three chords that were before, so F and G, E and G, and D, F, G, and again this chord as before. Next you play also the similar chord as before, so F with your fifth finger and A with the third. Next G with fourth finger and B with your second, and the last chord for this part is like that. So the first on B and the third on G sharp. And that's all of the new material for today, because later on you repeat just the first video, which is the main theme of this composition. So let me play this part with both hands very slowly. You can play it slower here, and from this moment you play in a regular tempo, just as in the first video. So it's like that. this moment there is still more than one page to finish this beautiful composition. So I invite you to practice this part of material, and I will prepare the last part in the nearest weeks. Thank you very much and enjoy your learning.